Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you hear her purring? Hi Raul, hi Angie. Let me get a little sip of lemon water here. How's everybody doing? Hi Leona. But they is engaged. Okay, well thanks for stopping in, Leona. I see. Don't fall off the table. Hi CK, Terry Brett. I don't know what else we're going to do. This isn't going to take that long, so yeah, I'll let y'all help me pick something else to do after this. But this came up again, so I thought I would do. I mean, we've done this before, but we'll do it again. Hi, Kat. Cindy Peel. I don't think I know you. Welcome. Hi, Starbuck. Let's see. Tracing art. It's. I'm going to show you how to help you learn perspective and proportions and yeah, with tracing paper and a Sharpie and a fashion magazine. Hi, Debbie Bruce. Hi, Annette. I said I'm hung up on something. I'm hung up on the cat. She had a hold of my bracelet. Hi, Deborah. Let's see, Scrap Girl. Who else? CK. Hi, Colleen. How you doing? I kind of skimmed through the show yesterday. I was running errands and stuff. So let's see who else. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the focus and everything. I don't have it on white blue light. I have it on regular light. So I hope it looks okay. I just try different things, see what looks good later. I never know what's going to look good later. Let's turn my mic a little this way. Maybe you can work in your napkin journal. I'm not prepared for that. I don't have any napkins out. You're welcome, Colleen. Probably do something with drawing today. Drawing or coloring. Let's see. I think I've said hi to everybody so far. Yeah, little Malibu wanting some love. She's just you probably can't hear her, but she's just a purring. You're coloring, Angie. I'm up early getting new. Oh, we had to do that a few months ago, Annette. Yeah, I hear you. It ain't cheap, is it, Annette? We had to get a whole new system. Do you know how much yours is going to cost yet? Oh, I got cat hairs just flying everywhere. I've been petting her too much. I need to get her brush. I should get her brush and brush her. Hi, Barbie. Right, Annette? It's not cheap to get a new heat air system because it's all ours is all HVAC or it's probably the same thing as yours. It's all in one heat and central heat and air. Let's see. Hi, B. Yeah, yours is a little more than ours, but it wasn't much behind that. Wasn't much behind that, Annette. And I don't know. People don't know that they're phasing out the freon that's in the freon that is in air conditioning now, and people are going to have to get new systems because they're not going to. You can't get freon. So get the coolant replaced in your units. I know. So yeah, just saying, ain't cheap. Okay, so does this color look good and everything? The lighting look good? We'll see what happens when we go into white paper and stuff because when we do that, it always flashes out. Hi, Annie Tanner. Halia, good to see you. I'm trying to catch everybody. Uh, yeah, well, that's good, Annette. That's good. Um, I think I've said hi to everybody. Good morning, lurkers. So, yeah, we've done this before on my show, and there's the ring light. I have a ring light kind of to the side, it's behind my monitor right there, but it's still high enough to kind of flash down on there, so it's kind of bright. I might have to move that ring light. Um, yes, I saw that, Angie. I saw that. Let's see, Linda Rans. Oh yeah, I did some more kind of little, spring colors. Cat. Speaking of, let's go look at Cat and Paste. Let's go look at Cat and Paste. She has been doing some awesome coloring. It's just so fun to see what she does. All right, so here we go. So that it's Cat and Paste underscore. Look at this, and I can't get it too much closer because it flashes out. But look at that. Look how cute. Look, is it Kwai Chibi? Kwai Cuties? Kwai Chibi? So she's been doing some awesome coloring. So if you like to color, you need to follow Cat and Paste. Just saying. Just saying. Did I miss that one? I got it. Look at those pinwheels. Look at the shine on those pinwheels. Isn't that awesome, guys? Amazing. Hi, Pacola, my little snapdragon. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. So yeah, follow Cat and Paste. And now the cats are not going to be happy because I'm not out there with them. So they're going to tussle together. I will zoom in one here in a minute. So yeah, I will. I know. It's always a way, right, Star? uh, so we've done this before where we used tracing paper and a Sharpie and some fashion magazines to help us get proportions and, especially bodies, correctly. And and this can work for anything that you're not sure of the proportions and you want to like let's just say you have a hand coming at you like this, and I'm down here holding this pen. Look how big this hand is compared to this one, but they're the same size hand, but when you draw it, so if this was a photograph, imagine this whole thing right here was a photograph with my hand here and this hand here, and you traced it, you'd be able to see better the different sizes and proportions. So we're not going to do this for long. That's why I was asking you all if you wanted me to color, draw. We could draw some. I still have those other dogs left to draw, but whatever y'all feel I do. I'm not going to get out collage stuff today because I have to get out the matte medium and the. I just did my nails once, and when I do my hi Joelle, when I do my nails, I mean when I collage the matte medium, you have to take it off with fingernail pop. The matte medium that gets on your fingers, you have to take it off with fingernail polish remover, and that then it destroys the fresh new nails. So yes. No, it doesn't really matter to me. I wouldn't care, but I'm not going to do collage. We did collage art cards on Monday, so I wanted to do something different. Let's see. You like that example, Colleen? Let's see. Maseki. Who else is here? Yvonne. Hello. No, she didn't get to make it. She didn't get to make it. Denise didn't get to come. She came down Monday. Was it Monday afternoon or Tuesday? Yeah, it was Monday afternoon because she came during Janet's stream. She came down to pick up some stuff, but her office is moving to a new office and she's in charge of that, of course. So she's in charge of the move. So she didn't couldn't do it. Thanks, B. She couldn't spend the night. Hi, Janet, and stream with us today, sadly. So let's see. So if y'all have what you'd like to see after we do this isn't going to take that long. I'll do it for a little bit just to get y'all, started on how to do it. But yeah, if y'all have anything else you want to see done, otherwise I can draw. I have some more. And if anybody want a prompt, let me know. These are always available at all times. If anybody ever wants a prompt, 3 prompts, I'll pick 3 prompts. I don't know, there's a couple hundred in here. Um, I didn't count them when I made them, but it took me about 3 hours to put all these together. So if anybody wants 3 prompts, did you all see what Janet did? I can't wait. She's going to send me a copy of her zine. She made a zine using the 3 prompts. And of course, I'll show it when she sends me her copy. And hi there back again, Hermit's Tail. You haven't been around for a while either. I hope you're well. So if anybody wants 3 prompts, I will be happy to pull you 3 prompts to do something with. You'd love a few prompts? I'll give you 3. I do 3. Okay, you ready? You ready to write them down? Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull you 3, and Terry Brett will take 3. Okay, hang on. All right, so Hermit, here we go. We are picking you 3. C, and I don't write them down, so don't ask me later what you picked, because I'm not going to be able to tell you who picked what. All right, C, traffic sign, and warrior. So there you go. There's your 3. There's your 3 prompts. You can pick which ones, try to use the 3, but you do what you want. It's the idea is to get you doing something, get your imagination flowing. Even if you just sketch down, doodle, you don't have to make a painting. Oh, you don't have to do that. All right. So there you go. See warrior and traffic sign. There you go. All right. Now let's see. Terry. And that one's 3 G. Okay, I saw Terry first. So let's do Terry. Terry, Brett, Jules. Let me move these out of the way. I won't put the same ones back in the bag till after the show, so nobody gets the same ones. Okay, Apple. These are for Terry, Brett, and then I'll do Annette. And banjo. There's something underneath. Let me pull whatever it is. There we go. Jules, Apple, and Banjo. There you go, Terry Brett. Terry didn't you do a poem last week? I think weren't you the one that did the poem, Terry? I think you were. Okay, Jules, Apple, and Banjo. All right, so Annette, let's see. Hi, Tori. Please give you 3. Okay, I will, Janet. Okay, so these are for Annette. Clock. Cyclops. So you never know what you're going to get. And an ox. All right, so those are for Annette, Cyclops, clock, and ox. All right, Janet, you're next. If I miss somebody, I'll go back. All right, Janet. 3 colors. 3 colors. A shark. And Tibet. There you go, Janet. 3 colors, a shark, and Tibet. Oh, that's right, Terry. You used Janet's prompt. That's right. You did. I'll have to go. Let me see if I can find that real quick. All right, there you go, Janet. All right, here, hang on. Let me go to IG. So I thought that's what Terry. I knew Terry had done something. Okay, hang on. All right, let's see. Yeah, here we go. I don't remember what it was. It was a Peru pumpkin and a pond. And those were Janet's prompts, and Terry incorporated them into a poem. So if you won't be able to see it here, go read it over on Instagram, Terry Brett, or you can try to see it there if you took a screenie. Terry Brett 3. Look, I love that. All right, so those are Janet's. All right, let's see. Did I get anybody else wanting some? Let's see. Going scrolling back. Did I miss anybody? All right, I'm not seeing anybody else. Did anybody else want 3? Pixie Cora. Okay. Pixie, here we go. A puffer fish. Sometimes I pick up 2 if I take the one from the back and I throw it back in. Puffer fish, because they're just little cards. They kind of stick together. Okay. All right. Puffer fish, a lawn chair. These are for Pixie Cora. And I don't even, a baker. That's a baker. A puffer fish, a lawn chair, and a baker. Walked into a bar. Okay, so those are yours. Anybody else? All right, so Pixie Cora, Missy Johnson. Okay, here we go. All right. And then after the show, I'll put all the other ones back in here. All right, a snake. All right, these are for Missy. Let me see if I can I'm just trying to pull one. Purple. And trying to just get one. There we go. Fancy shoes. There we go. A snake, purple, and fancy shoes. That's for Missy. Let's see. Did you do something, Joe, last week? Let's see. Who else? Hi, Dan. Did you post something, Joe? And is your name Joe? I'm not sure. I don't remember what your name is on IG. I put in Joe. Will I find you? No, I don't find you with Joe L. So you'll have to, if you want me to look you up on IG, you'll have to tell me your IG name. I do not remember everybody's IG names if it's not the same as it is here. So tell me your name and I'll look it up. Does anybody else want 3? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody want 3 prompts? I mean, you can tell me throughout the show. I'll have to catch you. I've tagged you in it. Okay, let's see. So would that mean that let's see. Oh, you just just tag me. Okay, 2 minutes ago. Okay, so here we go. Saison, sand, and bubbles. That's good, Joe. Look at that. So there's Joe's, and her name is Joe Leg 66. Leg with 2 G's. But you don't come up when I put in Joe L. So it all has to be the JOL in one. So that's awesome. There we go. See? That's awesome, Joe. I just liked it. So she just posted it. Okay. Yes, nice. Y'all are awesome with your prompts. Okay, so and y'all follow each other. Follow each other on IG or in here, on YouTube. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And again, if anybody wants a prompt, just let me know throughout the stream. And I did pull my Rachel book. I haven't seen Rachel this morning, but I did pull up our creativity book, hopefully sitting right here. I'll remember to read it. Let me get a little ASMR. Oh, Linda wants 3? Mm-hmm. Okay, 3 more for Linda. All right, here we go. Cherries. Tree roots. And an owl. There we go. cherries, tree roots, and an owl. Now remember, when I did these, it took me about 3 hours. I was watching one of those shows on the it's called Tattoo Age. It's on all these famous tattoo artists. And you see all kinds of it. I love news, so I'm sitting here writing for 3 hours, watching that little mini marathon. And so no telling what you're going to get, but this is what this is what Linda got: cherries, tree roots, and an owl. Okay, write it down because I'm going to move them off. All right. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Hi, Elise. Justin to hang out for a bit. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. All right, moving all those prompts to the side. So we have done this before on stream. And what it is to help you. And does the light look good, guys? Let me refocus just to make sure here. Because usually I have it on, excuse me. Usually I'll put it on blue light. Here's blue light. What do y'all like? Blue and yellow. So I just put it on yellow today. Just, mix it up. And so anyway, and it will the white light will like to be, with the ring light right over there. I could turn it off if I need to, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm sitting on my foot. It's going numb. So this is what all you need to do this project. A fashion magazine. I have a couple different ones here. I don't buy them often. I don't buy them for fat. Yeah, let me turn that ring light off and see how this works, because that might be annoying. It is to me. Let's see. I don't want it to be too dark in here either. Let's see how that looks. Is that better? Is that better or not? Tell me if that's better or not. It did get a little dark. Let's see. Now I might need blue light. I don't know. I might have to turn it on. Let me just turn the ring light a little to the side. There we go. Let me get the little screw thing here. There we go. Just so it's not like directly on our page. Oh, it's still there. Oh, good grief. Let me turn it a little more. So we still have the light, but it's not shining directly on our page. All right. All righty. Is that better? Is this okay? Okay. All right. Yeah, I moved it. Well, it's still a little there. I'll just stay over here. All right. So what you'll need is a Sharpie, a pen. I use this size because you can see it better. If you use little tiny, like my Sharpie pen, you're not going to see it. You want something that's, this kind of it's a fine point, but it's, kind of a bold one. So you want that. So a fashion magazine, doesn't matter what one. And a pad of tracing paper. I got these on clearance at Hobby Lobby a while back. I don't even know. They're normally $9.99 for $2.49. Get the cheapest ones you can find. Cheapest ones you can find. Hi, Raul. If I missed you or anybody else. All right. So what you're going to do, let me just pull out a few sheets here. And we've done this before. It's just been a while. It came back up again. So I said, well, let's just do this let's just do this for a little bit. Okay. So hopefully the brighten up just a tad. There we go. I think that's good. Hi, Tina. How you doing over there in Sweden? Are you still in Sweden, Tina? Let's see. If I missed you, I will, I do scrub back through the chat. So if you are new and you have content, I will probably more than likely go follow you after the, when I go back and scrub through. Okay. So take a sheet of. All right. We're going to do a couple different, and this is the cheapest there is. Now you can do this 2 ways, and I do it 2 ways. You can use tracing paper or not tracing paper, but tracing paper is going to be the most obvious, although just having a fashion magazine and a Sharpie is great practice. So do both. Hey, Julie, how you doing? Happy wonderful Wednesday to you too. Good to see you. Hi, Northern Lights. Uh, so I should probably start. Well, let's go and do a face first, and then we'll do a body because the bodies are the most obvious. But one of the things that really helps is to help you see when you do this practice is it helps you see the size of things. A lot of times, unless you're out drawing from life all the time, or have never drawn like a life class or something, you don't realize the size of things. Okay, you don't realize that your hand is as big as your face. Put your hand over your face and feel where it goes. You can go from your chin to your forehead. Your hand is big. Yeah. And also I hear, let me reiterate this. I'm not if you're a cartoonist, a caricaturist, of course all this is practice for anybody. But don't say, oh well, I'm a cartoonist. I don't draw in real life. I don't draw real size. Yeah, I know. It's okay. But if you want to know the actual size and perspective of things, that's what this is about. Okay. All right. So there's two things that you can do. Let's go ahead and do her face. Now, you don't have to be too precious about it. You don't have to sit here and go like this and real small and real tight. You can do it pretty quick, but you take it, you do what you want. The idea here is after you have done this, I'm not even going to draw the hands in this case. After you have done this, you will see, and I'm not doing every little because she's got earrings on there, but just so you can see the size. And sometimes you might have to take a peek because there are shadows in the photography. It will help you. You do a whole pack of paper. Do 100 of these. And if you don't have tracing paper, just do it on the magazine. That will help too. But it's better if you do it with the tracing paper to help you see. All right, so here's her neck. Here's her necklace there. I'm not going to do the hand because but it does her bun comes around that way, and her hands kind of in her bun, right? All right, so if you don't do things like this, you may not realize. Look how big her ear is. Look where the ear is. Her ear, when you're drawing a face, when you're drawing a face, the ear's not right here. Okay. Look how big the forehead is. The eyes are in the middle of the face. Do you see? Okay. So if you do a whole bunch of these, you're going to learn so much. I promise you, if you do this. Hi, Janet Nash. Thank you. Good to see you. Did you see? Wait, wait. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I do have a Barbie here. I'm not going to do it till it gets a little more springy out because you and Freddie go on a picnic, Janet Nash. Hang on, Barbie trail. Instead of a rabbit trail, it's a Barbie trail. So, Janet Nash, I'm working on you going on. I cut the hair into a bob like yours, and we have a little. So, Janet and Freddie will be going on a picnic soon. That's all I got for right now. If you don't watch Janet Nash, you are missing on the sweetest country lady from the UK that you will ever know. I shouldn't say country, I should cottage lady, an English cottage lady in the UK that does journaling and all kinds of mixed media. Let me find her again. Let me find her again. Where there she is. So there, go follow Janet Nash. She is so sweet, so relaxing. You'll have a cup of tea and a biscuit with Janet. So anyway, you're so sweet, Janet. So this will just help you see where things are, right? And you can keep these to practice, trace over it again if you want to sketch on it or do some shading or whatever. But just like I said, get the cheapest tracing paper you can find at the Dollar Tree or whatever you got, right? Okay, so let's go ahead now and let's find a body. Well, there's plenty of them. I know. That's a good picture. Anyway, a whole story behind that one. I want to find something where there's a body kind of with something closer and something farther. Let's see if I can kind of. Let's see. Maybe this. This is a good one. Okay, just so you can see the size and perspective of things. If y'all have any questions, yeah, she hasn't. That's Freddie. The black lab is Freddie. That's her dog that sits over in a chair while Janet streams, and she takes them on walks. So cute. Hi, Abigail, Savion. Who else am I missing? If I miss you, I'm not, not meaning to. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing just with a Sharpie. And again, it's not about getting an exact likeness or anything. She's got some hair here. Here's the ear over there. That's the ear. Now the hair is kind of, covering things up, but again, it's the idea of the size of things. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit here. Eyebrows, nose. And it does look funny. It does kind of look clownish at times, but that's okay because the idea is we're not doing portraits or drawings here. We're practicing. Here comes the cat. Oh, baby, you have to stay over there. You have to stay over there. She has a big coat on with big shoulder pads. I've told y'all my shoulder pad story, right? Oh my gosh. Back in the 80s, when back in the 80s when shoulder pads were a thing, you remember the show Dallas and all that, those big shoulder pad ladies. There's a cut in this little pocket. I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to kind of get the main things. The main thing is the main thing. Some buttons there, and then her body goes down there. I really want to get the arms, the sleeves, and the hands here because it's always a surprise. Well, it is kind of a surprise to me. I always think it's a surprise after you do this. Let's put a little bang on her. There we go. Nope, you can't go over there. No, you can't go over there, babe. You have to stay on this side. You have to stay on that side. I know you want to get over there to the keyboard. So it's always kind of a surprise to see the scale of things. That's kind of where I'm trying to help you see. All right, so look there. Look how small her head actually is. In real life, this is, other than the shoulder pads, which I'll get back to that story in a minute. So just so you can see, it just helps you. And if you want to take more time on the face with a smaller Sharpie, just to kind of help you get shadowing and stuff like that, it does help. But see what I'm talking about? All right, let me tell you real quick while I'm looking for another one. I'll tell you my shoulder pads. Oh, let me get a visual. Hang on. Let me look up under here for a piece of scrap paper. Okay. So back in the late 80s, I know. I wore a dress that had shoulder pads like that. And what it was, so there's your so I had on this dress, and not quite that exaggerated, but it was one of those shirtwaist dresses like this, right? And it was really long. The dresses were long back then. Let me draw it a little bit more in perspective here. So, all right. So, so I was at a wedding, a friend's wedding. Well, it's her daughter's wedding. At a friend's wedding, daughter's wedding, and it was at a Catholic church. And Julie knows this story before I told it. She's laughed every time. And so there was a lot of kneeling, standing, kneeling. There was a lot of that going on, right? Well, after the wedding, and here's the church here. There's a church, and then there was these stairs. Okay, a lot of stairs up to the church. So as I was walking down the stairs, I felt something on my leg. I think y'all know where this is going. I felt something on now. Remember, this dress is down to my knees. This is down to my knees. Here's my knees. And I felt something tickling my leg. So I reached down and felt something on my leg and I just pulled it. Well, back in the day, your shoulder pads were attached with Velcro. They were Velcroed in, people, Velcro. So when I reached down and pulled this, it went and I put out my hand. Now everybody's going down the stairs. We're all going down the stairs, and in my hand was this giant shoulder pad. It's a giant shoulder pad in my hand. Well, and unbeknownst to me, that shoulder pad had fallen down in my dress and stuck to the hem of my dress. And now this is what my dress looked like. This is what I look like. This is what I look like. Do you ever see that movie, Young Frankenstein? Marty Feldman played Igor, and he had the hump. What hump? Well, that's what I look like. I had one big shoulder pad and then none on this side, and a big pad in my hand. Yes. Well, anyway, that's yes. What hump? So anyway, that just reminded me these shoulder pads here. Oh, the things that code. Well, you have embarrassing things happen. I was over at I think it was at Christopher's the last a few days ago. Christopher Runciman, the where I did my the stream where I did my uh, Mr. Rogers drawing. It wasn't that stream; it was another one. But anyway, talking about embarrassing things. Well, they were actually talking about roller skating, and I told the story. I have my roller skates. I have not used my roller skates. My family does not want me to use my roller skates. They're afraid I'm going to break something. So I have my beautiful. I have my beautiful floral roller skates. If anyone wants to see them, I'll go grab one out of the closet. But when I was probably about 12, and me and my friends, I'll go ahead and do this while we're talking. Me and my friends, we were the coolest skaters in let's do the sunglasses. We were the coolest skaters and the best skaters. We're 12. We're flexible. We could do all those tricks where you went under the bars and all this stuff, right? And so there was, they play the loud music and you dance and, go around the room. And let's get her hair here. I think that's hair. Is it? Yeah, that's hair. I was going to say, or is it a hoodie? Um, and we were skating around thinking we were cool. We were cool. There's Christopher. And I told this story in his stream, but I just typed it in. So uh we thought we were so cool and going around the room. Now, this is all coat. I'm not really going to address the coat. I'm not going to address the coat. Thinking we were so cool and everything and dancing and going around the rink. And all of a sudden, I saw a wheel go rolling by. And, the music's loud and I talk loud, people. I'm just, in case you didn't know, I'm a loud talker. And so over the music, you could hear me say, ha ha, there goes somebody's wheel. Ha 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 ha. Bam, I went down. It was mine. Uh, so, you do have embarrassing things like that happen to you. You just got to kind of laugh it off. And all right. So if anybody's joining us, Christopher or anybody else, I am showing how you can use tracing paper, a fashion magazine, and a Sharpie to help you see the true size of and proportion of, in this case, bodies. Okay. So I'm not going to do too much on the foot. I just want you to see the shape and the size. Is that a leg over there? That's part of the code over there. All right. So she's leaning in. She's leaning in. So it looks kind of like, see how she's leaning in? But look at this. Look. Do you see how much information you can get when you trace something? Hi, Tina. Thank you for saying good morning. Thank you. Tina likes to put in everybody. They can. But you haven't lived until you have gone to an event with the dress. This is, back more when we were wearing dresses to events, and go to get gas, get out, pump the gas, go walk it in the gas station, pay for the gas, maybe pick something up, go pay for it, walk back to your car, and realize the whole time. Now, this is back when pantyhose were around, right? That your dress was completely tucked up inside your pantyhose that whole time. And nobody said anything to me. I saw people walking all around. Now, if you, just say it, if you saw somebody, especially another woman, and her dress was all tucked up in her underwear, wouldn't you say something to her? Oh, hun, your dress is up in your hose or your underwear or something. Oh, no, nobody said anything. Uh, so let's just keep going. And again, especially if you do heads, you don't realize how big ears are, or it's just, I'm telling you, it will help you so much to draw. And it doesn't have to be fashion magazines. It's just that those are the ones that have the best, excuse me, try to keep it family friendly, but there, I do show sometimes there is nudity in the art. Let's see, I'm trying to find more of let's do maybe another face, or well, here, this one's kind of good. Well, again, it has the shoulder pads. Let's see. Let's do another face. Maybe if I can find a big face. So let's see here. That's the one we did. See. And we're not going to do this that long. And again, don't forget, if anybody wants any prompts, holler out. Oh, here's a good one: hand and face. Okay, so let's get and again, use the cheapest tracing paper you can find. It's not about, this isn't about music. This is for you to learn something with. Okay, let's see. Still think the scale. Hi, Annie Tanner. Hi, Rachel. Good morning. How you doing? All right. So just so you can see perspective, shape, size, and again, you can take more time. I'm really just trying to give you all the idea, right? So here's our hair. And again, there's a lot of shadows in fashion magazines, so you might have to take a peek. That's fine. And maybe the fingernails would be good too. So it helps you to see perspective and size. All right, eyebrows, eyes. Don't really see that eye back there. That's all in shadow. And of course, you could, you don't have to draw teeth, but just to get the size there. All right, so, and then her body is it's all in black down here. All right, so just so you can see the size of the hand, and look where the eyes are on that face. Look how big your eyes are in the middle of your face. A lot of people that don't draw a lot or don't draw from life or practice, they'll they draw the head right here. Like right, that's the top of their head, and thinking that the eyes are really farther up than they are. But when you look at a face like this one, the hair is covering, it's a little puffy up there, but it's still, her head still comes up to at least there. You see? The other thing, oh, good, Annie Tan. The other thing you can do is let me see if I have a better face, like straight on with the whole face. Okay, here. Another thing that you can practice doing is just directly on the magazine. So go ahead and draw the rest of her head up there. It actually would go off the page. Okay, so you can draw the face and then there's where the eyes are, there's where the nose is, there's where the middle of the lips are. Okay, Now look how much forehead is up here. There's a lot of forehead up there. But if you do things like this, and the same thing you can draw, from the eyes down, from the nut to the nose, you can, practice this so that you just get practice. It's just about practice. So let's see. Let's see. We could do a underwear, but I'm trying to keep it family friendly. All right, here we go. Let's do this face here. And I'm only going to do a few of these. It's just the idea to show you guys. Yeah, big old noggins. That's right. All right. So she has glasses. I'm not going to draw the glasses. Let's don't draw the glasses. Let's just draw the face and the head. Okay. And again, you can take more time. I'm not trying to do a portrait here or a sketch, which if y'all want, we will draw some more the dogs that we did before. There's a big collar. Okay, just so we can get her head in here. Okay, so let's get her eyes in here, her eyebrows. She's kind of looking up a little, so you kind of see under her nose. There's her nostrils. Whoops, got away from me there. Just so you can remember, this is just to practice to get the idea. Now look how big her mouth is. See how big her mouth is? There's her chin right there. There's a cheekbone right there. And that's pretty much it. All right. So look at the size of everything. And don't look at the little, I drew the shadow on her nose. You don't have to draw the shadow on her nose. But there, her nostrils are right there, just so you know. This is how this face looks. This is how the face actually looks. Hi, Made by Pam. Who else am I missing? Don't forget. Oh, thank you, Tori. So the point is look how small the eyes are, like compared to her lips. And I know models have these big poofy lips and all, but it helps you to get the idea, right? All right, let's see. Let's do a couple more. I'd like to do something where I just did one with the hand in the face. So I'd like to do one where the what do you call it? Let's look at this one. Where the I think this is the French magazine. You're going to see more. You're going to see more, body in that one than the American one. Let's see. I want something like where the foot is close to us, or a hand is right out at us. Let's see. That one might be this one. All right, I'll show this technique too. Okay, so here's another thing you can do to practice. Another thing you can do to practice is, all right, so here's her face. Let's just draw the face. Here's the eyes, lips, nose, mouth. Okay, she's got her hair there. All right, here's another thing you can practice, and this one's a little in shadow, is where the joints are. So here's her shoulders. Now her arm goes off the page there. Her elbow goes off the page there. All right, so here we got the elbow. Here's her sleeve. Her wrist is right there. Here's her hand. Okay. And again, I'm having to look a little because of the shadow of the photography. Okay, here's the wrist here. Body, here's the waist. Here's the neck. Her hand is holding a handbag, so it's covered up, but I'm going to draw it in there like that. Okay, so here comes her body. Here's her knee. Look how big this is when it's close to you. Okay, here's her thigh here, her knee, her other leg there. She's got on bell bottoms. And you could do the same thing with the ankles, if you could see them. You can't see her ankles here. Just see a little bit of her foot. But draw circles where the joints are and kind of keep them the same size, just so you can kind of get the idea. All right, so look, see how the proportion, the shape. Is this helpful to anyone? I hope it's helpful to help you see proportion, size, perspective, you know. All right, let's see what else we can do here. We'll do a couple more. This one might, well, it's a little shadowy. I'm trying to find one that's not so shadowy. That's a good one for, she's leaning in. I'm trying to get one where they're leaning back. Or their feet are forward, I should say. Let's try to find one or two more. And again, if you don't have a Sharpie, if you don't have a tracing paper, at least practice with on the magazine. Okay, practice on the magazine. Just here's her shoulder there. There's her elbow. There's her wrist. There's her hand. Just so you can you'll just get more, just doing this is more practice than you might think. Okay, here's the elbow, even though it's in the back, it's still there. Here's her knee right there. Knee right there. Pants. Her ankle's behind she's got on these tall platform shoes. But just doing this will really help you. If you want to look at the folds in the clothes, like look at the wrinkles, that wrinkles go that way, they go this way, they go this away, they go that away. So you can draw the folds in the clothes. She's got these ruffles on here, ruffles there. So you see how this can be helpful? Yes, I want to see one with her back feet. You mean the bottom of her feet? I'm thinking of just having the feet close to the camera, close to us. So you can see how big. There's another good one for a face. Let's just get this little piece right here. It's another one for a good shot for the face and the head. There's her hair. Okay. Eyebrows. Nose. Lips. Chin. I kind of messed that up a little bit. But you can see where the placement of things. You can see where the placement is. You want to see the designer cat? Hang on. Let's see. I'm just flipping through. I didn't pick any ahead of time. We're just doing them as we go. Let's see. That's a good one for the feet, but she's wearing a coat. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find something a little bigger. Here's a good one. All right, let's do this profile in this hand. Whoops. Okay, so she has on this turban, but her head goes up right back there. Here's her ear, so you can see kind of how big the ears are. Just looking down, eyebrow. Chin. And then her face is kind of that away, and then her hands. I'm telling you, if you do a whole bunch of these, it will help you so much in your drawing, because we always want to draw. If you've never read Betty Edwards' Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, my copy is back from probably the early 80s, maybe late 70s. It's all fallen apart. That her thumb, this is all in shadow here. And let's see where her face, there's a necklace, a collar, hair, and then there's her neck, and there's a shadow there. You can draw the shadows, you can practice all the different things, but I really just want you to see, the size and shape of things. See how the eye is set back from it's not like right on the line. So you can practice all different parts of it. What was I saying a minute ago? Oh, I forgot now. All right, let's see if I can find one more. Like I said, I'd like to find one with the foot close, coming toward us. So just so you can get the idea of when you draw something in perspective, like your hand is, and I showed you earlier, look, see, if you have a hand coming at you, one's way back here, you know. And you can do this with anything. You can trace your animals or whatever you want, just for practice so you see size and perspective. I'm not seeing a foot. That one's kind of high heel. Let's see. Let me just flip one more time. Do you have any questions or anything? All right, well, it's kind of small. She's kind of small. I really wanted a bigger piece, but let's go ahead and do that. Okay, see how her foot's closer to us? Not great, but I can draw better than I thought. The more I draw, the better I get. That's so true, Annie Tanner. Oh, thank you, Tina. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Drawing on the right side of the brain. Talks about, I'm picturing in my head where my copy of the book is so I could go grab it. Because all my art books are in the other room, in the mural room. I moved all my art books and color books in that room. My journals, sketchbooks, and that kind of stuff stays in here. And then all the other books are downstairs. I'm trying to picture in my head exactly where my Betty Edwards book is. I'd go grab it. But we want to draw what we think is in our head rather than what's really there. Hang on, get another sip of my water. All right. So, and this marker is a little thick, but there's the eyes, there's the nose, there's the mouth. And then she has her hair and all that. I don't need to draw that. I really want okay, so here's a shoulder. Her body's like this, and her arm comes behind it, and her hand is right here. Okay, so there's an elbow there, a wrist, a hand, and you can just draw the shape of that, like, just the shape. There's her waist. There's a knee, ankle, foot, ankle, foot. Okay. All right. Now, watch this. Look at the size. Look at the size of everything. Here, let me give her a top. Look. Look how small her head is. I mean, you kind of get the idea here of how small it is, but when you draw it, you really see. You really see the size of things. Okay. Did someone want a prompt? I just saw someone Rose said something about a prompt. I can't hear people with a special face. Well, Missy, practice doing this. Practice this with tracing paper, or if you like, again, you can just do it directly on the magazine. It's just that when you do it with tracing paper and remove it from the image, you see it so much clearer. You see it so much clearer, the size, the shape of things. And yeah. All right. Any questions? The other tip that I always tell people that are trying to learn how to draw better is to draw things upside down. And I'm not going to get into it with Mary. I don't know if Mary's here, but oh my gosh. And the idea is not to change your style, make you try to draw realistic. It's just to help you see what is in front of you. And if you draw something upside down, now just look. Now, when I move my hands, look at the shapes. Look at the shapes rather than thinking this is a girl upside down. All right? Wait for it. All right. Now look at the shapes. Just look at the shapes. Now, if you start to draw her without, not trace, just draw. If you start to draw her, you will see these shapes. Okay? Draw the shapes. Draw the shapes rather than what you think should be there. I'm just kind of circling her hands there just to make it quicker. Okay? When you draw the shapes, you will get so much more real perspective, real size. Okay. Let's see. Let me see real quick, and I do need to wash my hands. Let me try to get some of that Sharpie off my hand, and let me see if I can find my Betty Edwards book. Hang on. Okay, I couldn't find it, guys. I didn't want to spend any longer looking. I mean, I've got tons of books that I have to go through, and I could not put my hand right on it. So, um, but it's easy, it's readily available, and Tina put in the link. If I would recommend anything to anybody trying to learn how to draw, it's an old book, came out in the 70s, although I think she's updated it at least once, maybe twice, or it's been updated. I don't even know if she's still alive, actually. Um, Bye, Janet. Okay, so any questions on this, you know, practice technique? Again, get the cheapest tracing paper you can find, and and just practice some faces and some shapes. Draw the circles. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for putting in another link. Thanks, B. So we've done this before. It's just been a while. I just kind of want you to, you know, readdress it for people that haven't tried this. And so I'll just keep this in here because next time we'll want to look at it again. I'll have some already done. All right. Um, let's see. What do you do with your tracing afterwards? Rachel, I personally don't do anything with that. I don't really do this much anymore. I just know that it's helpful. You think of something you want to do with it. Try to do something with it. You know, I just want to show you guys how helpful it is to see perspective and shapes. I don't do this kind of practice myself. I'm drawing portraits and stuff. So I don't, but it's always good. It's probably helpful to do it every now and then. Okay. You could do whatever you want with it. I'm not sure what you could do with it. You could probably practice some shading, maybe. Maybe I should have kept one out for shading. I don't even know which one I'd have to go back and try to hunt the same girls back up to try to do a shading. But you could probably do something with your alcohol markers on here. Oh, play. You can play. Anybody can play. You can. Alcohol markers. Because it's on tracing paper, right? It's kind of slick. That's kind of, if you do something with something that's not going to smear. Anything that makes you be creative and imaginative. You know, anything that makes you creative and imaginative. Just do, just do it. Oh, that doesn't even show up. Let's get a bright pink, magenta or something. Matte. I'm on board and paint. I think they would just wrinkle up. I think they would be, if you get these really wet, they're probably going to wrinkle real easy. I mean, but everybody experiment, try different things. You just never know. That kind of looks like Denise right there. um, I just keep them to help you guys, show you guys more, options to practice. All right, so there's that. So let me move this out of the way. Anybody need a prompt while we're in between? Anybody need a prompt real quick? Hi, Jane. They would wrinkle, but it might be fun. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it might be, depending on what you're doing. You would probably incorporate all those wrinkles in one of your pieces, Christopher, because I've seen you use all kinds of stuff. I've seen you use all kinds of stuff uh, in yours. All right, Anne, you want prompts? Okay. Anybody else wants 3 prompts? All right, here we go. And if y'all missed it earlier, scroll back, guys, later because I showed a couple of different what people have done with the prompts. Janet made a zine. She showed that. Okay, so Anne, banner. I got 2 here. Let's pick one off the top. Jellyfish. And a party hat. Banner, jellyfish, party hat. You want 3 too, Christopher? Okay. There you go. And Laura, there you go. Banner, jellyfish, and a party hat. All right, Christopher. Christopher worked on 3 last week. Was it last week? Yeah. Okay, here we go, Christopher. I'm going to undouble them up here. Kangaroo. Kangaroo. Airplane. And a pyramid. And I kind of spelled it wrong, so I tried to correct it. But that's a pyramid. Kangaroo, airplane, and pyramid. I got the Y and the R reversed, but I knew what it meant, so I just left it. I was doing these like just like this. I was writing, throwing back in the bag, writing. I did all these in 3 hours. So, all right, there you go, Christopher. Kangaroo, airplane, pyramid. If you want to spell it wrong, you can. All right. Let's see. Anybody else want? Brenda wants 3. Okay, Brenda. The moon. Temple. And they kind of stick together, so I'm pulling them apart. Salt and pepper shakers. Moon, temple, salt and pepper shakers. If y'all missed Joe's, I'll show it again. I think it's probably still sitting right here. Joe had Cezanne, sand, and bubbles. And here's what she did. So y'all go follow the people I'm showing. So there's Cezanne, bubbles, and sand. And Terry Brett wrote a poem. She did a poem. So, oops, I accidentally clicked. I hate when I do that. I accidentally click the screenshot, and I don't mean to. Delete. Okay, let's see. All right. Starbuck, you want 3? Okay, and I'm throwing these off to the side till I'll put them back in the bag at the end of the day, so nobody gets the same ones for the day. Okay, so let's see. Star, you got. Let me get them apart. The number 7. They want to stick together. A building. And you can interpret these any way you guys want, And a kite. Number 7, building and a kite. All right. Did I miss anybody? Does anybody else want three? And I did pull my book, our creativity book to read from. So I just got to remember it's sitting right here. That doesn't mean anything because I can still forget it. But I do have it sitting right there to read after a while. Sue Connor. Okay, Sue Connor. And anybody watching this, take these three, any of the three that you see that interest you, and do something with them. Yeah, I don't have to pull them. Just take any three. Terry took Janet's last week. You can take anybody else's that you think the three would work for you, or that you are inspired by. I don't have to pull them for you. You can just use them. Okay. All right. Who am I pulling? Sue. All right. Radio. And if you post them on Instagram or somewhere, just put the three words that you used: Art Nouveau and a flame. Radio, Art Nouveau, and flame. Um, I don't think anybody's been. They tag me, so I see them. Because then when I see them, if you tag me, then I can show them on stream. But we don't have a, I mean, you could put prompt to 2023 if you want. Prompt or prompts 2023. But unless everybody knows that is a hashtag to go to, they're not going to go to it. But if you tag me, I will show them here on stream. Okay. I will show them. And I always ask you, do y'all have anything you want to show me on Instagram? Then I show it. I love promoting you guys. All right, let's see. Did anybody oh, well, you could do hashtag prompts 2023. Okay. Bug cowboy lizard. Oh yes, let me get to that, Christopher. I don't know if I showed it last week. Let me go back to Christopher here. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Where is it? Wasn't that far back, was it? Well, Christopher does something every day, so it might be back. Ah, here it is. Okay, so Christopher did go. There's Christopher's name right there. Christopher underscore Runciman underscore Canada. And he had lizard, bug, and cowboy. So you can't really see it very well here. So y'all need to go over there and look at the comic. He does one page comics. He does one every day. If y'all go over to his stream, he streams on at 2 o'clock Eastern, and he will take suggestions. He will just, he will take suggestions and make a one-page comic overnight. He's just quick at it. So go over there and read it. There it is. Go follow him right there. Now gotta go follow him to read the comic. There it is right there. Okay, I know I don't know why I didn't like that one. I usually hit them. Okay, next, let's see. Looking to see if anybody else. I had to incorporate. Yeah, well, we did do that. Was that was the day I drew Mr. Rogers on his stream. It was a week ago today, last Wednesday. Let's see. Hi, Devin. Let's see. Here's one nice, Christopher. Y'all follow each other. It doesn't cost anything to follow each other on Instagram and YouTube. Just saying. All right. Are we done for right now? Does anybody else want one real quick? I mean, they're right here, so I can pick one anytime y'all want. So, all right. So, I say from last week or the week before, no, Siri, I don't want you. Let me go over here to my photos. I saved some dog pictures to draw some dogs. And I have Philip's channel there saved because I'm halfway through that. I scrub through people's streams, but sometimes I can't watch 3 hours at once, just like a lot of people can't watch mine all at once. But here's the thing, guys, and here, let me give you a visual here. Move my iPad out of the way. So here is one of the girls made this for me. It's a copy of my screen. Yeah, there's a little slider, and if you are, let's just say you didn't want to see me draw those, sketches this morning. Well, you just move that little slider and scrub right over, and then you're an hour in already. You'd be surprised how fast you can watch 3 hours of somebody's stream when you have that little red slider. And my show is actually officially called Coffee and Art in the Morning, but I just put my real name there. And so if you have any issues, feel free to comment. You can email me, but if it's mean, nasty, don't email me. It's the Mandalorian. Okay, so let's see. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, y'all go follow Christopher. He's fun, and he's got so many tips. He's got so many, hints, tips, and tricks in drawing. All right. Oh, I did. Janet goes, "Did you buy anything at Hobby Lobby?" Because I try to go to Hobby Lobby on Tuesdays. The only thing that really, I got a couple little, I got some packing tape, and nobody wants to see that. But I did buy this paper studio. The paper studio is the Hobby Lobby brand, and it goes on sale 40% off like every third week, and it rotates between the Artist Loft, which is the Hobby Lobby art supply brand, which is every third week. And I did it. There's 10 in the pack. I already pulled out 10 out of this pack, and I just liked it because it was happy. Look how happy this is. So I'm just going to scrub through these 10 sheets of paper just so you can see them. Uh, One of my favorite Happy Meals you've ever received, Judy. I'm not sure. Did you send me a Happy Mail, Tina? I'm not sure. Maybe I missed a comment. So there's 10 sheets, three of each. So there's 30 in the pack. You get 10. You get 10 with three of each design. Aren't they, Raul? Aren't they? Do you want one, Raul? Raul, have you got any of my Happy Mail? Before I say I'm going to send you something, have you been getting my Happy Mail? I know I've sent you at least probably three things. Have you got my Happy Mail over the last weeks? You don't want me to do a giveaway? Here's the thing. It will be folded. I'm not putting this in a 12 by 12 envelope to mail to you. So if I send you one, it will be folded. Um, have you got, so that was the same thing with CK in Mexico. Chris in Mexico, she didn't get my Happy Mail. I think she finally got one after 3 months. 3 months. Oh, what? Let's see. I'm waiting for Raul to answer me. Raul, dude, have you got any of my Happy Mail? I hate to send people Happy Mail across the world and they don't get it. Yeah, see, there's Chris CK. It took 3 months to get an envelope. It was just a test envelope, wasn't it, CK? It was just an envelope to test to see how the mail ran to her in Mexico. It took 3 months. Oh, John want me to do? I'll do some giveaways. Dee Dee, your Happy Meal is well worth waiting 3 months. Well, and it was just a test. I think we just wrote in there. I think I threw in some stickers or something and wrote test. Wasn't that what we did, Chris? CK Chris? Raul's not answering me. Maybe he forgot if he got my Happy Mail. You've got all your Happy Mail, Joelle? Okay. Most people do. Even Australia, Shaz, she gets my Happy Mail. It may take a couple weeks, but so far, I am patient. I will wait. See, have you not got it? Raul, I have sent you at least, I think you've won giveaways at least 3 times. I think 2 or 3 times. Have you not got any of them? I send them out that week, guys. Everything, I don't hold on to your mail unless you don't give me your address. Then I can't send it. So Speaking of, let me see. Speaking of, did I get your package, Leona? Was it an envelope? You mean for the stamps, Leona? Is it a package or an envelope? Let me see. Bigger envelopes get stolen by. Okay, so there's what Chris is saying right here. Where is it? So. I'm timing the fabric. It should be there this week. Okay, Shaz. Can you write that post again for me? Dee Dee doesn't see. I see what you're. I see this. I see this roll. What did I miss? Scrolling back. You said you were patient. You will wait. So does that mean that you have not got any? Have you received any of my Happy Mail? I do not see where you said yes or no. I don't see where you've said yes or no. Leona, let me see. Let me see if I can. Here's all my ones I got so far. I've shown them all. There's a net. Did I not show it on Monday? If I didn't show it on Monday, it may be there. It may be there at my post office now, Leona. I'm going tomorrow. So if I didn't show it on Monday, then I don't have it yet. I'm going, but I will go to the post office tomorrow. I don't think I have yours yet, Leona. So we'll check out on Monday's stream. I will show whatever I've got in. Okay, let's see. Janet, has Raul answered and I'm missing something? This is what the last thing I saw. I've seen everything he's posted, but I have not seen whether he has said yes or no. Okay, Missy, got the first week of April to get them to me. The first week of April. So I don't know. All right, we're moving on. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something from Raul. Okay, so I am looking. Okay, so Janet didn't see it either, Raul, whether you said yes or no. All right, well, maybe we'll do a giveaway with this in a little bit. All right, so let me go back over here to my photos. And so last week or the week before, I picked out a bunch of dog pictures. Y'all want me to, is that okay? Not yet. I was so sad because I wanted to put it in some next year. Okay, well, so Raul is not getting my Happy Mail. And I know I've sent him at least 2, if not 3 things. So, yeah, Raul's not getting. Is anybody else? Raul, have you got Happy Mail from anybody else? Have you got Happy Mail from anybody else from our group? Has anybody else sent you something and you have received it? I can double check your address if you want to resend me your address, and I'll double check to make sure I put it in. Here's my email. Which my email is always in the about section, as is my P.O. box. Oh, but that's, let me put it in right. It's the @ not the exclamation. There you go. Okay, so you got something from Mary. Okay, well, re-email me your address, Raul, just to make sure I have it written down correctly. Okay. All right. So what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to color? Do you want me to draw? I have a bunch of dogs here left over. I have a bird that I could draw. Well, I mean, I could draw anything, but this is what this is what we did a couple weeks ago. We drew these dogs. This was my thumbnail. We drew these dogs. We could draw some more dogs. The main thing I wanted to do today was show y'all those tracing paper ideas, and then after that it was like, we'll do whatever. Okay, thank you, Raul. Yeah. Let's see. So what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to draw dogs? That is cute. I think I'd rather draw dogs than a bird. I'm scrolling here. I cannot wait to, and Keisha comes on again today, Angie announced. I cannot wait to get my Keisha order, which will still be a couple weeks away. But do I have a picture right here? Here it is. I bought this magazine. I bought an old from 2000, Tisha Moore, one of her zines. Here, this is a screenshot. This is a screenshot from Keisha holding the magazine. I bought this Tisha Moore 2010, um, 2010 let's scroll it back. 2010 zine. And again, these are just screenshots off of her live show. Here we go. This is the one I bought, 2000, March 2000 issue. Tisha Moore's magazine. I cannot wait to get it. A boxer puppy. Yeah, I think I picked a boxer out. Oh, let's see. Okay, Bacola. Yeah, and I also bought, did I still have the picture? I bought a calligraphy set that I had to bid on, and I paid up for it. Do I have it here? I did pay up for this. Did I keep the picture? I thought I did. Let me scroll back here. Maybe it's just on my phone. But I bought a beautiful calligraphy set with the soapstone, the ink, the ink stick that you have to rub down to make your own. But I thought I kept a picture of it, but I'm not seeing it. So I guess we'll just have to wait till it comes in. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. So here's the box. Again, there's Keisha's little pretty hand with her pretty fingernails. But it had all kinds of little extras in it, little jewelry things and all kinds of things. But there's this big soapstone there. This is wrapped up. This is the ink stick that's wrapped up. She unwrapped a lot of it. So I got this whole set. There's the brush holder. Here, the brushes are up here in the lid. So we will be doing, and I will be using it. We will be using this calligraphy set. So I cannot wait to get this. But I'd pay up for this one. I'm just saying. This was a harsh bidding moment. I don't know if any of y'all were there. Angie was there. But this was a bidding moment, and I had to ninja this one. I had to get a ninja bid at the last second to get this one. So yeah, but we will be using this. When I get it, it'll be a couple weeks. Have y'all never? Let's see. Do I have? Let me see if I got some. Hang on. Let me look over here. I know I have some over here in one of my drawers. Where'd I put it? Here we go. So here's some, and I have other inks. So this is, let me show you what the soaps are. Because this is what I use to put my ink in a lot of times when I'm doing calligraphy, are these soap stones. These right here is what I put my ink in to dip my pen and brush in. And this is what the box looks like when you get it, made in Japan. You can get these every now and then. I see them at Hobby Lobby, but you can order them online. Just look up Japanese ink soapstones. They're not expensive. I think this was only like $5, but I have different sizes, and no, I don't clean them, and they're disgusting. But it dries and it doesn't reactivate. So, but this is the box that it comes in, just so you know. And so what you do, and I would do it in a nice new soapstone, but these are the inks. These are like, and you put them in water and you're supposed to put them on a nice, like one of those porcelain ones that you saw in the picture. And you will wet it, and it's supposed to be a meditative type thing. And you grind down the ink slowly, quietly, gently, and you grind down your ink. Okay. And I've not used these colors. I don't think. Maybe I have. But I usually just use black. But they come in different sticks like this. Here's a set. Here's the colors. and you grind them down, and you do calligraphy with them. So we will be doing, very mindful, Joe. Yes, we will be doing some calligraphy with with them. There we go. All right. I would love to see you use that red when you get your fancy set. Okay. Okay. We can do that. I mean, I can't even tell you. Let me see. I don't know if I can get a picture. This is not going to be, let's see if I can do this. Hang on. Rather than pulling the inks all down, let's see if I can get a picture. All right, hang on. I'll show you my inks. I don't know if I can get a picture of them. Oh, I guess I should show you these too. I'll show you all my inks. And then I have some that are underneath the table that I pulled to use. Let's see. All right, so maybe we should do something with ink. Do y'all want to do some calligraphy? All right, so here we go. Let me show you some of my rather than pull them all out. So much easier just to take a picture, right? All right, so I have a couple of buckets like this, and then right over here on my shelf, I've got, here's all my black inks. There's all my black inks, my feathers, and my some of my, there's my nibs right in there in that box. I'll show you that again. So there's my inks there. Here, the shelf under it, and then under that shelf is this shelf. So I got all these inks in here. These are a lot of the ones that we got, the acrylic inks that we got on clearance at Hobby Lobby a while back. And then I have this wall. Look, there's Grogu peeking out. Grogu sits right there at my entrance. Then I have all these inks. These are my new Jane Davenport shimmers right down here. So, yeah, so there's all my inks. Now I have to do it. Oh, you can say swimming. Yeah, I usually just use such a small amount at a time. But these are all my spray inks and some of the inks we used last week to do the Smack and Dragon. And so those are right under here handy. I got these handy. And they're so handy I can't put them back. There we go. Oh, my nibs. So this was made by Queen Pam, and I didn't notice there's a date on here. She made this in 2014, and Janet has since made one too. It's made out of, I still got Sharpie on me. It's made out of corrugate cardboard, the kind with the slots in it. So she made this little nib holder. So I have my nibs in the little slots. See the slots? And this isn't all of them, but these are the ones I use the most. And you can see they're not, Janet's probably having a fit because they're not clean, shiny, and new. But, and then of course I have the brushes and different, kind of like brushes like these kind, brushes like this. I have brushes like this. Let's see what other ones we have here. We have giant ones. Ones that need to be reshaped. So let's get those back in there. All right, let's move those scissors. I have no room for those. But what I've been, and Jan and I did this. Maybe I should show a little bit of brush lettering too. I wish I could remember where I put the, see, and I have a stack, and I've shown my calligraphy books here, not all of them, but I've shown stacks of calligraphy books. And I have one that's really my favorite. I'm trying to, in my head, I'm picturing in the other room exactly where it will be. And it's, I'm not sure exactly where it is. So, but we could do a little calligraphy. We could do some practice calligraphy. Let me just get some big paper here. Let's see. Let's just get some copy papers or some. I know it's going to flash out the camera. Let's see here. Just some practice paper. And I will have to readjust the camera. All right, let's see. Let me get a nib holder. Let's see. Remember, I couldn't find my nibs last week, and I told Janet. I said, I know they're right here somewhere. They are right here, Janet. And Janet goes, mm-hmm. So here's my calligraphy pens and other pens too. Like I got a Sharpie in there and some fountain pens. I got my what do you call it, pens? There's a name for these. These are really handy to do something quick. But yeah, so you can see they're well used, well loved for the most part. But Janet and I wanted to do brush lettering. So we got, and Michael's and different, you can get different ones. Let's see what these are. Let's see. These might be a good one to show. And I have them bundled by color. These are some, those ones that you can get off of Amazon. These are Monyon ones. And then there's, you can also get, of course, you can also use, hang on, let me get, I have them by color, so that's easy. You can also use the, there's Artist Loft brand and the Tombow. They're bigger and a little fatter writing than these. But you can also use something, I even have smaller brush nibs. And of course you can use your alcohol markers. Most of the time I just use water-based, but let's see. Let me see if I have one more brand up here. Do I have another brand? These I think are skinnier. Oops, sorry guys. Let me check on the size of these. Yeah, these are probably a little bit smaller. This one, they're all just different water-based markers you can get on Amazon. This is the Ohuhu ones, the brush ones. This little set here. All right, so y'all want to do a little bit of calligraphy? All right, let me parallel. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. Parallel pens. These are some of my favorite pens, and Lisa Scott got these for me. And I love Lisa. Lisa since passed away. She passed away like before the virus. And but anyway, she bought me these. I love my parallel pens. They come in different sizes. Little tiny flat. They're just different. There's 4 different sizes. I think that, as far as I know, that's the only 4 sizes. These are awesome. I love these. I haven't used them in a while. See, look, still. Maybe this will be a good one for, because you'll be able to see it well. And this one's kind of in between that. We'll pull these 2. So let's see what else. I usually just use, when I'm doing, I do certificates for my local dojo, karate dojo. I will use probably about that size. The certificates are bigger than this. They're probably this much bigger than this paper here. This is 14 by 17 by 14 by 17, and they're even bigger than this. And they want, the name, and I do it in Old English. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of practice here. This is this one. I'll pull one of these, and we'll just play in one of these. Let's get a different color. Let's get a teal, so they're all different. And then we can do some dip pens, but these are easy to see, the calligraphy. All right, let's see. All right. Hi, Arlene. There are more sizes now, Abigail? Oh, okay. See, these mine are quite old. I mean, they're like maybe 6 years, 7 years old when Lisa bought them for me. So I did not know they have new sizes. I wish I could. All right, hang on. It's going to be just a minute. Let me do a BRB. Let me do a BRB. Hang on, guys. Let me go ahead and take a quick break anyway. I'm glad I didn't step on this. Let me take a quick break from all this water and look for that book. Hang on. Oh, I hate when I can't find a certain book, but I wasn't expecting to do any calligraphy today. I just pulled a few books, just a few calligraphy books, but I cannot find my favorite one. Just because I just haven't pulled it for a while. But we will I'll show you a couple here. Let's back out. Is everybody behaving? Everybody behaving? Okay, so I just pulled a couple to show you the beauty of calligraphy. These are two of my favorite calligraphy books. I have as far as samples, I have different ones that are better for learning the different styles and fonts and everything. but I wasn't prepared to pull them today. So I'm going to show you a couple of these, and we'll just do a couple of practice things. And yeah, if y'all have any questions. All right, so this is one of my, I love this book. It's the Illuminated Page, 10 Centuries of Manuscript Painting. Janet Backhouse. And don't ask me if these are still available. I don't even know what year this came out. Let's see. All the pages are yellowed. This is 1997. But it is one of the most stunning books. And I'm just going to kind of flip through it. There are a couple of people on IG that do this kind of illuminated. Let me see. Maybe I should zoom in one. Let's see here. You can, if you just look up illuminated manuscripts, they will pop up. And so there's a piece of parchment in there. So I love these. I'm just showing y'all a couple of samples. So I've actually done some lettering like this in verse, and it's just, this is one of my favorite books because it goes through 10 centuries. This is the little flyer. I keep all that stuff in the box. So, and also in any of my books, anytime there is a write-up about the artist, the editors, or anything like that, authors of a book, I cut them out and put them in the books. So I keep them. So anyway, another piece of parchment in here. So there's that one. That's the Illuminated Page. This one is easier and newer to find. Masterpiece of Illumination. Here's the sleeve. I just took it off because for whatever reason, I was looking through the book. As you can see, I have some things marked on this one. This one is a Taschen. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Taschen, Taschen. They're awesome books, and they're very affordable. This one I got 2005, so it's newer. Am I missing anything? Hi, Laverne, Raj, anybody else? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tina. This one is probably less expensive. I'm not sure. I don't remember what I paid for it back in the day, but it's hefty and it's huge, you know. But it's kind of the same thing as the one I just showed you, just more information. But I just wanted to show you a couple samples. I can't find my favorite lettering book. It's a red cover. It's a paperback. It's 25 years old, maybe older. I can't find it right now, so I'll have to try to dig it out later. I have a lot of books to have to look through, guys. When I want to find a book, it's not just a quick process. I don't ever mind looking for a book, but it can take, when I'm on stream, I don't want to have to take the time. This is the cover of this one. Does it say the price on it? No, I don't see the price. But here, I'll give you the ISBN on this one. 978 3822 847 503. Okay, and then I picked a couple others just for all the internationals. I have two other ones here that you can also do. Learn world calligraphy. Here's Hebrew. I did teach myself the Hebrew lettering. I've carved the Hebrew alphabet in stamps, and I tried to learn how to speak and write it, and that was a fail. Trying to learn it by yourself, like on one of those programs, where they teach, audio programs. No, you can't. I couldn't do it. But I did learn to write it. I did learn to write it, and I carved it. But anyway, so this one is Hebrew alphabet. And I know that I think it's what's that? Domestica. Domestica has and a lot of the Domestica courses are in Spanish. I never mind Spanish because they have the subtitles, I never mind a class in subtitles, but some people might not be able to do a class in subtitles. But Domestica, and it may or may not be in Spanish. I don't remember. I don't remember if her class. There's a she, not this person, but there's a class on Domestica. It could be in English. Hang on, guys. I think I hit the mute before I sneezed. And then this one is World Calligraphy. African, Arabic, Chinese, Ethiopic, Greek, Hebrew, Indian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Russian, Thai, Tibetan, and beyond. And this is Margaret Shepherd. Margaret Shepherd's a very well known in the calligraphy circles. I used to be in a calligraphy guild back in the 80s. Anyway, but when, what do you call it? When, uh, so you can see, when desktops came out and everybody could just type, print out the types and the fonts, calligraphy kind of wasn't as, everybody was just doing it on their computer. It's not the same, but, so just kind of flipping through here so you can see some of the different, this is the World Calligraphy book. Thank you, Tina. And it's fascinating to read, just to even read. Okay, so there we go. And the ISBN for this one, 9780823033461. And this one came out, this one's pretty more, this is one of my newer ones, I think. 2011. This is 2011. This one, 1995. This is 1995. So, but anyway, just so y'all can see a few different calligraphy books. And I'll just, I could probably, rather than using the dip pen today, because then, maybe we'll do the dip pen and the brush pen when I get my new calligraphy set in. Yeah. All right, let's see. Here's texting me. Oh, it's just my daughter, Annie. All right, so I'll just use, and I will have to take off my bracelets because it will, rub. All right, so I'll do a couple different things. Let's see here. Let's brighten it up a little. And, all right. Well, I should draw some lines. Janet will have a fit if I don't draw some lines. Get that ruler out. So we'll do a little bit of, I have to pull it down toward me so I can see. Did I not even do that line? I drew it so light I can't even see it. Get my pencil. Hold on, there we go. So, but anyway, a few years ago, Janet and I were determined to do brush lettering. And there's all kinds of classes on brush lettering. I am no expert on brush lettering. Janet and I did it for a while. I don't know what happened, Janet. Why do we stop doing brush lettering? And when I say brush lettering, I mean with like this kind of brush lettering, with brush pens. It's called brush lettering, but you do it with brush pens. You could probably do it with the Chinese brushes too, but we were doing it because we wanted to make it easy for everybody. All right, we'll start with this because we already bought all the pens. So we'll do some brush pen lettering here in a minute. Is this the fattest one? Did I pull the fattest one? No, this is the fattest one. That'll probably be easier to see. Well, maybe we'll do both. Well, let's do that. No, I'm not sure. All right, let's move this. Okay, so and my hand's not warmed up or anything, but we'll just go ahead and let's see here. Oh, you know what? This paper is going to be too absorbent. It's going to feather this. This is just copy paper. It'll be good with the brush pens, but for this, it's probably going to feather. Let me just do a couple and we'll see. It's probably going to feather the ink. Yeah, I'm just doing a little test here. We'll try. We'll try. We'll try. Yeah, it wants to. Let me show y'all close up. You probably can't see on camera, but see how it's feathering? It's because this is just copy paper that I just wanted to do some practice on, but again, my hand's not warmed up or anything. Oops. That's not correct, but oops. A little bit of a pill there, paper pill. That kind of messed up. Let's do that one over. Okay, so there's a quick alphabet. Let's see who's here. Hi, View. And then, of course, you can do it fatter. Oh, wrong cap. All right, let's draw a couple more lines and we'll do a little fatter one. I don't know if this is where we were supposed to be going today. We were going to draw dogs. But hey, maybe we'll still get a dog. Maybe we'll still draw a dog. You know, that's the thing about doing a long stream. And, you know, if you watch it back, especially, you can scrub through to the parts you want to see. You know, you can scrub through. Okay, so let's see here. So this, let's do bigger. Let's see. Let's get this going here. Okay. I'll go halfway there because it'll be easier to see. Whoops, that's crooked. My G, see that right there? I was trying to do like a half, 1.5. I should have drawn more lines. And again, I don't do this as much as I used to, so I'm not, my hand is out of practice. You should never have to go back over your letters if you do it correctly. All right, well, you get the idea. Let me, I'll write my name in lowercase. Again, copy paper. That should be more like that. Oop. Let's do that W over again. Don't you professional calligraphers email me now. I'm out of practice. There we go. All right, now I can look at chat for a minute. All right, so there's just some, black letter Gothic. It's not fancy. You can get fancy where you add all the little, points and everything to them. You can do the double line, which is not going to work very well on copy paper. Okay. All right. So now let's move on to what everybody else is probably going to use if they try any kind of brush lettering. All right. So let's move this to the side, and it does. Let's go through. It's just copy paper, like I said. All right. Looks amazing. Okay, so the thing about brush lettering, you can do, they call it bounce. You don't even have to have lines, but I'm going to put a couple. But you can make your lettering not be on a line. It can be up and down and all around, But I will do a couple of lines just to kind of keep myself, and I'm probably not even drawing these straight. But anyway, we'll draw a few. Let's divide them. All right, there we go. We got some lines. All right. And never erase lines. If you're doing, especially if you're doing something like on parchment, don't ever erase your lines like till the next day. I'm telling you, I can't tell you if you do it once or twice on something you've done and worked hours on, and you go to erase your lines and the ink is not 100% dry, especially if you do the dip pen ink, if you use, like Sumi ink or, like this or anything like that, you want to make sure it's 100% dry. All right. Let's see. Then we'll do a giveaway. We'll give away some of these papers because I got 30 of them. I'm not going to ever use all these. I don't do scrapbooking anymore. So we'll do. They made me happy to look at them. All right. And if anybody else wants any more prompts, let me know. And I still have our book to read here. So we got an hour. We got an hour to play. If you have any questions or anything like that, put it in caps. Okay. So Janet and I. Let's move away the calligraphies to the side. All right, so I've got an Ohuhu. I've got a Mongyon. I'm not sure. These are like probably the cheapest ones you can get on Amazon. And then I have the Tombow, which also the Tombow brand. And then there's also the Artist Loft brand. They're almost exactly alike. I think, if you get them at Michael's, the Artist Loft brand, then this has the tiny nib there, but I buy them because of the brush, right? And I have not tried, we also have, let's try these. I did buy a set. Well, I bought more than one set. I have some of the Ecoline brush pens. These are the dye-based, so we'll test those too. They're more expensive. All right, so let's start with, and I tried to pick like a teal, a blue, and a purple, just so that they're different colors for the different brands. I did that yesterday when I really good smear after complete. Oh, I know. It's easy to smear. And that's true if you're drawing something too, depending on the kind of ink. You just got to really test. Okay, so let's just see here. Let's just write a couple of names. And I'm not sure how big I want to do. All right, so let's just see. We're going to do some brush letter. Now my hand's not, warmed up here, but like there's Raul. Let's do. And you can do all kinds of fancy, just, is it AU? Yeah, okay. So it's so easy to do thick and thin. Now this is, I'm doing it large, let me do something. Let me do it smaller. No, I don't like that. Let's don't do that loopy loop. Well, I should do the regular. Let's start over. So you can do it tighter and littler. Okay. And then you can also do things like, oh, I got to find the lid to this one. Let's set this out here. I knocked the lid off of that one. Let's get a dark purple. Whoops, my hand slipped. Sorry. Let's start over here. Let's do it over here. Do some shadows. Okay. So you can play with it. It's fun to play with. Okay, Tina. All right, let's try it with this. And this was with the, let me get a pen here. This is with the Tombow. Now I'm going to use the Magion. And you gotta take time, I'm kind of trying to do it kind of quick. Okay, so if we do Tina, and if we did Tina in the, whoops, let's get the pen rolling here. You can also do, you can use super tips. It does take a little bit more practice, but the super tips, which are these bullet nibs, you can do thick, medium, thin. You can get so many widths with the super tips, the Crayola super tips. Okay, so this is super tips. All right, let's write Tina's last name. Where is she? Let me write it down first. So I don't have to keep looking up. Hang on. There she is. Okay, it is Tomaszewski. Tomaszewski. Tina Tomaszewski. Okay, let's see here. I don't know if I like that T, but we're going to roll with it. I'm trying to use the super tip here. Let's go ahead and just try to do it in cursive. And it does take a little bit of practice with the super tips. Okay, I ran out of room. All right. But I just want to show you that it can be done with some practice. The super tips. Okay, so let's go back over here to this one. You can do the T like this too. This one is a little squeaky. I'm not sure if I'm liking this one. I don't even know if I've tried to do brush lettering with this particular one or not. Don't anybody go, ooh, I hate that sound. I'm not loving it, but I want to finish now. Okay, so that's with that brand. This one was with the Tombow. All right, now let's go with the the Ohuhu. I gotta draw some more lines. Let's get a fresh sheet of teeth. And I'm going to go to the post office before Monday, so any more stamped images that come in, I'll show those on Monday. Now I want to show you some of the brush lettering where it's like, they call it bounce. And oops, not that bouncy. But you don't have to go on the line. You can go above and below the line and just make it any way. All right, so like I see Rachel right there. Let's see here. All right, we'll see how these Ohuhus work. Okay. All right, let's see. So we're going to do. So you can go like down here. This one is kind of, these might be a little old. This one's a little old. I've had these a while. So we're going to move on from that because I don't want to do it if it's up with a dry marker. Let's do it with another, I'm going to start over, and I don't like that R anyway. I know it's squeaky. So you can do like down here, and you can go, let's see if I can do this, but they go up here, and then they go down here. You know, it's like it doesn't have to be on the line. Let's try it again. You can do it at different levels, right? At different levels. If you don't get my package, I'll make. Well, Leona, when did you mail it? When did you mail it, Leona? It hasn't even been a week, has it? Hasn't even been a week. Okay, so now let's do something with the Ecoline. Got room for one more here. There's Arlene. I'm just looking up and seeing somebody's name. So what it is you put less pressure on the upstroke and pressure on the downstroke. Little on the up, a lot on the down. Nothing on the up, and then on the down. Okay, thank you, Tina. Last Monday. Okay, well, it's only been a little over a week. That's not too long yet. All right, so let's do a couple more names. Y'all have any other requests or anything? I mean, we're just playing here. I'll write my name in. Let's see. Let's do. I think that's olive green. Okay, let's do that. Right, let's see what we can do here. I'm not gonna write a line. It's a little tricky on the W to the I. I'm gonna run out of room. Okay, so you get the idea. So they can go on different levels. Oh, italics slanted. Yeah, this is italics. It's slanted. This is more, this is up and down. This is the Gothic black letter, depending on how much you add to it. You can add a lot of detail to them. Let's see which one I want here. You can add a lot of flourishes. You can add a lot of flourishes. You can do, like I showed up here, the lines, and you can add a lot of stuff to it. Okay, what did I do with this? I know there's a lid over here somewhere. What did I do with it? Well, I'll have to dig it out later. Lost the lid to one of them. All right. So anyway, the thing about hi Mail Art Journey. The thing about using something like these kind of pens that have the cartridges in them as opposed to dip pens. Dip pens, it takes time, it takes longer, you have to, it's just more time consuming. So if you're first learning, I would recommend, calligraphy pens that you can just have the cartridge in for practice until you get better where you're going to use your nibs. So, all right, let's see. Do we have any questions or anything? Yes, I do have a middle name. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I do have a middle name. Let's see. Can you do the pen style? I'm not sure what that is, Raul. I'm not sure if we have the same description. Let me look. Okay, so you're talking about the skinny nibs, like real italics, like you see on documents, like with this, like document, like very, very thin. I've done a little bit of it. I don't love it. I don't love it. If that's what you're talking about, like that kind of, it kind of like reminds me of my grandmother's handwriting. For me personally, if I'm going to write that thin, these days we have so many fine tip pens. I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. So yeah, the italics. That's really thin, like what's on old documents. I use pen for small details with squash on watercolor. The only time I really do a lot of calligraphy is like don't do it that much anymore. I do a few verses and a few quotes, and I do the certificates because they're big, and you can't print those out, so people hire me to do those. Yeah, and you can fill the parallel pins with the eyedropper. I just use the cartridges. Let's see. Anybody else? Because you can do so many colors, we have so many colors of ink. I mean, if I want to do a dip pen, with any kind of ink, with any color, we can do any color. All right, well, I think I'm going to stop on this because I'm not doing a project. It's just kind of a sample here. We'll do our giveaway. Let me put these away. Let's put the pins away, and then we'll do our giveaway. We'll put the pins away, and then we'll do a giveaway. I gotta find the lid. I'm missing the lid off of this one. I just popped it off when I pulled the whole set. All right, let's move this out of the way. Let's put this away in the pin holders. There's this one. Let's put these away in here. And I haven't used these in a long time, and you saw they just fired right up. The parallel pins. Okay, so let's see. Let's put this up and put these over here. I'll have to look for the cap. Put that one. And there we go. Picked up. So yeah. All right, let's lay this aside. And I'm trying to think of any other pins. Jan and I use the felt pins, the flares. The flares. Let me show. I didn't show that. Let me see. Oh, flares in here, I think. These are good. These are good for small. If you want to write really small. They're the well, this one is the brush Signo pen, but it's like the flare, you know. So let me just write this, so just so you can see. So if you want to write small, real small, like I'll do my own personal little notes and stuff with these. Okay, I lost it. These little ones like this. All right. And they come in a gazillion colors. Have you done any work? No, I've not done any work on the painting Bacola. On my using the let me get a baby wipe. Using my collage to turn it into a painting. I've not done any more on it since the last time I showed it. Been busy. Other projects. It's always been a side item. That's always going to be, that painting from my collage is always going to be the, like a side thing. It's always going to be, I got, y'all, I have so many things I'm doing. All right, so let's put that up here. Lay it on its side. All right, let's see. Let's do a giveaway. All right, we'll do I'll do 4. I'll do 2 US and 2, and I'll let you pick. I guess I'll just count them out as after we do the giveaway. I'm going to count them out and you can pick. So be a paying attention. Be a paying attention when we do that. Let's see, here's my, I like that. All right, it's a little crooked, but you know. Okay, so let me get this. All right, so last time we did international first. We'll do USA first. Okay, it's going to be the first 2 people closest. And then we'll do international. Only first 2 people, 1 to 100. Okay, so first we're going to do the USA. All right, let's see here. Hi, CB. Anybody else I missed? All right. Yes, it's going to be the first. Well, it's going to be the first 2 people closest because I'm going to do 2. Let me bring up my random.org. We still have a little while, so we'll play for a little while longer. Random. Okay. So I'll bring up random.org. Come on. What's so slow? Why so slow, random? Okay. Random.org, and we'll pick a number between 1 and 100. First, we're going to do USA. Okay, first 2 people closest. Okay. Wait till I type and go. Wait, I type and go. 1 number only. Make sure you have live chat selected at the top window. Live chat. Okay. Otherwise, you won't see, and you still probably will need to refresh because everybody's looks like their number comes up first. That's just the way YouTube works. I just noticed how crooked my line was there. I looked in the camera. Wait till I type and go. 1 number only. Don't change your numbers. Just put in a number, 1 to 100. Okay, USA. USA only. Then we'll do separate international. We're going to do separate international. Okay, so there you are. Go. All right. and then I'll let y'all pick one. And I'm only going to flip it once, so you've got to watch. I'm going to say y'all ready to look because I'm only going to flip it once for each. You know. Oops, I dropped the nib out. Let's put this back in. Let's put the nib holder back together with all the little nibs in the little pockets. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, get your numbers in. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. And I hope y'all had some inspiration today. I am going to read our inspiration book. I hope y'all have had some inspiration. If you want prompts after we're finished with the giveaway, if you want a prompt, 3 prompts pulled out of the bag so you have something to do over the weekend, let me know. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, thanks, Christopher. 1. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Random.org. First 2 people closest, USA only. First 2 people closest. 53 without going over. 53. 53. So let's see who we got. Let me get some fresh Post-its. 53. All right, let me scroll back. Everybody can scroll back. It looks like Scrap Girl 12 got it right on the nose. So Scrap Girl 12. And I think I have your address from the last time you won, so I should still have that. Scrap Girl 12 had 53 right on the nose. Now let's see who else is the closest without going over. Closest without going over. Let's see, a 44. See, Missy Johnson had 46. Is it Missy Johnson with 46? Is it Missy Johnson with 46? Scrap Girl got it right on the nose. Does Missy have it with 46? Let me get everybody's confirmation. Oh, Starbuck. Starbuck had 47. Okay, Starbuck had 47. Okay, Starbuck, I don't know if I still have your address. If you'll send me your address again. And by the way, I don't share your addresses with anybody, not even the other mods. I don't put you on a mailing list. I don't share your, I just send y'all stuff. Okay, so Starbuck, if you'll send me your address again, I would appreciate it. Hang on, I'm gonna let y'all pick your things. Hang on, let me put in my email again. Y'all grab my email. It's always in the description box of my YouTube channel, but or in the about. Okay, there's my email. Okay, so Scrap Girl, you get to pick first. All right, here you go. And Starbuck, you be watching too. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? There's 10 papers. I'm gonna flip them and name them. Ready? Are y'all ready? Scrap Girl, you get to pick first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now I'm going to put them back in order, so you tell me which one you want. Scrap Girl, you get to go first so I can find it. Okay? I hope this isn't going to be too complicated. Scrap Girl, which one did you pick? And then Starbuck, you'll get to pick the second one. Okay, Scrap Girl picked 1, which is this one, and Starbuck picked 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All righty. All right, so there's 8 left, and the UK international will get to pick from the 8. All right, so there we go. We got these two. All right, so we're going to do the same thing again. I'll recount them. I'll recount them in a minute. Okay, because there's 8 now. All right, so now it's going to be international. Wait till I type in go. First 2 people closest without going over to the new random.org number will get to pick from the 8. Okay, all right, here we go. International only. First 2 people closest. Thank you, Tina. Up next is the international. Tina. I'll put my bracelets back on. All right. And then you'll pick from these 8. And then we'll read from this. And if y'all have any other questions, if anybody wants to pick a 3 prompts out of the prompt bag, we can do that. But I just hope y'all got some inspiration today, you know, from the tracing, from the magazines. And I'll rename this. Let's see, what do I call it? Tracing to see and draw better. And what else do we do in a little calligraphy? I just try to put something in the title. I think I'll just leave it tracing to see and draw better. And I'll put calligraphy in the description box because we didn't really do too much calligraphy. Okay, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I spelled stop. 1. Okay. All right. Let's stop. Let's pick a new number. All right. We're going to generate a new number. Here we go. 41. First 2 people closest to 41 without going over. 41. 41. All right. Let's see who got the 2 closest. Let's see, without going over. I want to knock over my water. Let me scroll back. Closest to 41 without going over. I see Tina has 28. It looks like Tina has 28. And I know I have Tina's address. She won a couple weeks ago. Who else? Who came the closest to 41 without going over? Anybody want to see? Who else? Tina. I'm looking. Cindy? Cindy Peel? Is it Cindy? No, Raul got 19. Who else? Who's the closest to 41? Okay, well, Raul, we're going to try again. This will be probably the 4th time we've tried to mail you something. So make sure you send me your address again so I can confirm that I've been sending it to the right address. Okay, Raul? Okay, so Tina, you got the closest, and Raul, you got the second. I don't remember your number, but yeah. Okay. All right. Send me your address again, Raul. Okay, please. All right, here we go. Tina, you get to pick first. 8 choices. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Tina S. in Sweden. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one do you want, Tina? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Which one do you want, Tina? And then Raul, you get to pick one. Okay? Let's see. Wait a minute. Hi, Miss Lena. She liked 8. Okay, that's the bottom one. Okay, this one, Tina. All right, Raul. You want me to flip them one more time? 4. Raul wants 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, Raul. This was number 4. Am I right? We good? All right. Bye, Leona. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, the tiger print. Well, this is not number. Is that okay? Maybe you mean this one. Okay, is this the one you mean? Roll. This one? 5. Okay, so that one, right? We got it? Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's move all this off the side. We'll read out of our book. Anybody want any, before we read out the book, does anybody want me to pick them three? Does anybody want me to pick them three prompts? Anyone? Last call for a prompt. Tina. Last call for a prompt. Anybody want three prompts for the weekend? Yes, thank you, Tina. This is the book we're reading out of. Okay. Riri, you want three? Okay, here we go. Three prompts for Riri and anybody else that wants them. Here we go. All right. Hummingbird. You want some too, Leah? Okay. Any comic character. Hummingbird, any comic character. And Ray Lichtenstein. Do you know who Ray Lichtenstein is? That would go good with the comic character because he did those comic. Let me look it up. I'll show y'all example. I see you, baby. Let me show you because I did put artist in here too. I'll show you. Baby, come on. Ray. You'll recognize him when you see it. Okay, let's see. Images. Okay, so he did these kind of pop, they kind of look like digi. Uh, see? Baby, you're gonna have, I can't. Come on. Keep bumping my arm. See how they look like, what's that called? Janet, what's that called when you do that? You know, the rub stuff. What's that called? Anyway, I'm sorry, Roy Lichtenstein. I said Ray. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And I even wrote it down right. I wrote down Roy. Why did I say Ray? I don't know. All right, so there's that. All right, who else wanted one? Oh, baby, you're gonna have to get down. I'm so sorry. Okay, so, no, but that's not what I'm thinking. There's another printer's term for it. Yeah, it's pop art, but there's a printer's term for that screen look. There's a term for it, but I can't think of it right now. I got too many other things going on. Okay, let's see. Who else picked one? Terry wants three more. Okay, halftone. Thank you, Janet. That's what I was. Halftone. Thank you, Janet, from the printing world, the printer's world. Janet's from the printer's world. Okay, so who was that one just for? Who were those for? I don't even know who those were for. Okay, so yeah, they're pixels in our language now, Linda, but the halftone is what they used to be called. All right, who else? Cindy, who are those for? Cindy, I thought those were for you. Those were not for you, Cindy. I don't even know who those. Oh, those were for Riri. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think I saw Leah first and then Cindy. Okay. Leah, I'm picking you three. All right, here we go. Ready? Street lamp, heart, and saison. Oh, we did saison. We won't pick that again because what you call it just did that one last week. But I put them back in here. So, and a favorite book. Favorite book, whatever inspires you from a favorite book, heart and street lamp. Okay, that's for Riri. Now Cindy Peel. Let's pick three for Cindy. Desert World, a desert world. Let's try to get one. I'm trying to pick one. Moth and any drink. Desert world, moth, any drink. Okay. All right. Did y'all get them? Leah, did you get those last three were yours? These are Cindy's. All right. Anybody else before we read out of our book? Yeah. Don't forget you. I did my first. Yeah, I showed yours earlier, Terry Brett on IG. Did you want three more? Did I not give you three more already? You want three more? Terry, you want three more? I thought I gave you three more, but I'll give you three more. Okay, well, Terry, do you want three more? All right, let me do Vagabond. All right, Vagabond, here we go for you. Then we'll do Terry again. Okay, Vagabond, the 1970s. Oh, baby, you're going to have to get down. Ay. Buffalo and an aardvark. Aardvark, 1970s Buffalo. Okay. I had three, but I did them. Yeah, I know, but I thought I gave you three more just now. But I'll give you three more. Okay. So these are for who did I just Vagabond. Vagabond. Aardvark, 70s Buffalo. I thought I gave you three more just a minute ago, Terry, but I'll give you three more. Okay. Three more for Terry. Bushes, bricks, and a clown. Bushes, bricks, and a clown. If you hate clowns, a lot of people hate clowns. I'll pick you another word other than clown. If you don't like clowns, I will pick another word. But bushes, bricks, and a clown. Okay. Do you want clown or do you want another word for clown? And then we're going to read out of the book. There you go. Okay. You like those? Okay. There we go. All right. So I think we're done. Okay. All right. There we go. Now let's read out of our inspiration book before we go. Herding cats, people. I'm telling you, sometimes it's like herding cats. All right, so we've been reading out of our little 1001 Ways to Creativity. This is a book that Rachel bought us to replace the other one that we finished. It took us about 3 or 4 years to go through. We've been in this one for what, a couple years maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, you love clouds. Okay, good. Not everybody does. Just saying. All right. So we are into the section. The purple section is working creatively. Okay. So that's what we're on now. And I read about double pages every week just to give y'all some inspiration. Now, remember, when I read from these, if something totally different occurs to you, it may have nothing to do with what I read, but if something occurs to you, write down what inspires you. Okay. It doesn't have to, this is not something that you're going to have to say, oh, I got the inspiration from this, that. This is just to keep in your Society of Idea Collector notebook. Okay. Please read the book. I am being sleepy. Okay, Raj. We're right. Good. All right. Close your eyes, Raj. Lay back, Raj. Shh. Here we go, Raj. The way to tackle most creative problems is to work through them until they become creative opportunities. Finding your own way of work is perhaps the most important part of the creative process. And I may or may not agree with all these. There's some are quotes, some are just random notes on creativity. I may or may not agree with them, but I'm reading them anyway. The muse is like a talented but unreliable employee. Make sure she knows who's boss. And y'all know my stance on creativity in the general sense. 99% of inspiration is in your butt. You sit down and you start. I hear you. I hear you, baby. The creative worker needs talent, but talent is of no value without work. Although there are many legends of artists who work best while drunk, as a general rule, you should avoid alcohol and working creatively. Get drunk on inspiration instead. Regular breaks will help you to stay fresh and focused. We can all be guilty of taking work problems home with us. Since creative work often takes place in the home, it is especially important that you find a way to deal with the many frustrations the creative process throws up. I'm telling y'all, guys, the number one thing that can help you more than anything is writing things down. I never can stress that enough. And even, those books that I showed y'all last week on the Disney Imagineers, it's all about writing things down. You have to write things down. All right, we'll read these last two pages. Without a proper work life balance, you will never feel whole enough to be creative. Difficult tasks can be completed with hard work alone, but miracles require creativity. I am interested in art as a means of living a life, not as a means of making a living. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy and makes Jack create dull works too. The true domain of the creative worker is the inner world, no matter where they happen to be working. And we'll stop there. We'll put in the post it for next week. Hopefully, we'll remember to read out of it. So, any other last, what else would y'all like to see, talk about? I have a few minutes. If there's anything y'all want to see, talk about. I'm looking around on all my post-it notes. I think I've covered everything. Take another sip of my lemon water, which is almost gone. Oh, they are? Okay. Pacola said Kathy Berg is doing an impromptu at noon. So that's about 45 minutes. Where do I post your prompt? Vagabond, if you just put it on Instagram, and if you want to hashtag it, I may or may not see it if you hashtag it. We just, let's see, hashtag prompts 2023. But if you tag me on Instagram, tag me where I will see it, then I will show it, next stream. Okay, if you tag me, where I see it. But if everybody wants to look at prompts, and I'm sure we're not the only people doing prompts 2023. So anybody that's using this is going to show up, right? But that's where I do all my art and things like that is Instagram. So what can I do in my trim down instead of painting? You mean instead of paint reverse collaging? See, that's what I use my magazines for. You mean like, are you talking about you're talking about the little ones. Well, whether they're the little small cut down ones or the big ones that I've glued together, that's what I use it for, is to practice the paintings you're painting. So reverse collage. Okay, it'll that's what when I say reverse collage, I mean you're painting things out. You're reversing the collage process. It helps with color blending. If you use paint, I'm going to tell you, this is all I do with the magazines is paint, because they're slick. You know, they're slick. You can't really draw very well on top of slick magazines. Color blending, color matching. These are all good things you'll learn by playing in a magazine. Okay. Now today what we did was we traced uh, models. We traced models. We traced people out of fashion magazines. So if you're meaning a fashion magazine, then if you trace it, you're going to help. It's going to help you with what we did earlier with finding the shapes and the proportion and the perspective with the tracing the fashion magazine girls. Let's see. Oh, Debbie. Well, I'm recorded, Debbie. You can go back and watch it. Let's see. But that's all I do with the magazines. The small ones, the medium-sized ones, the full magazines. We've done all different sizes of magazines where we've used the paint, collage and paint. Collage and paint. Let's see. You could use remember on Monday we used stickers. You could use stickers, but I would still use paint. just me. But you know, but you could use stickers to make little worlds. Here's the little two that I did on, where are they here? Here's the two that I did on Monday, little cards. You can do kind of the same thing. Uh, that's a sticker right there. That little boat's a sticker. Then these images here and these two images there are just cut out of um, calendars or magazines. But that's a sticker and that's a sticker. The seahorse head there. So you could do that. Um, okay, yeah. Thank you, Kathy Berg. So any other questions? Oh my gosh, Malibu, get out of the Barbie house, the Barbie furniture. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess if nobody else has any other things they want to see, talk about, we did inspiration, we did paper, we did prompts, we did calligraphy, we did tracing for perspective. I showed you my Janet and Freddie future Barbie photography. And I'm looking around the room. I think we're good. We did different brush pens. Uh, all right. Any questions? All right. And thank you, Cat and Paste. All right, guys. I will see you later. Go. Yeah, I don't know. The cats. It's always the cats. Yeah, we did a lot today. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here, and we will see you at other streamers. I'll be back Monday. The good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Bye, guys.